This is not a very popular term, enemy of the set, but it is known amongst working directors and producers. So let's say you're making a movie, right? You got your crew, you got your cast, you got the director, you got the producer, and you're all going in a certain direction, right? You want to get this movie made as quickly as possible, as efficiently as possible, and in a way that it can actually be seen by an audience that will appreciate it. But sometimes there's one person that will come on set. It can be a crew member. It can be even one of the cast members. It can be a producer. They're on a whole nother agenda. They do not want this to work. Who knows why? It could be any reason why. Maybe they have personal problems. Maybe they're crazy. Maybe they're, fill in the blanks. But this has happened enough to the point where there's an actual term called enemy of the set. Everyone's going in this direction, and this guy or girl or woman or boy is trying to pull everybody else down.
Negative, 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 negative.
Sometimes in life you run into people like that, and they're called energy vampires, right? An energy vampire for a set is someone that's pulling it down. Sometimes they'll get into gossip. Sometimes they'll start spreading rumors. Sometimes they'll start conflicts with other people on set. And it's usually just one person, right? So our mentor said, watch out for enemies of the set. They will happen. When you find one, get rid of them as fast as you can. Not that every set will have them, but just be aware that they exist and watch out and get rid of them if they do.
So this gal started to do her due diligence. A plant broke, and our set was amazing. We had a beautiful white house, which my husband didn't think we could shoot there, but we have the most amazing production designer who has a master's in production design from AFI, and he had the bright idea of putting plastic up everywhere. Bam! The house is now doable, and there now could be blood everywhere. Yay! So now the house could be shot in. So this chick breaks a plan. Oh my God. The owner of the home is an interior decorator. Now I have to handle the plan. And drama about tattoos. And so I'm keeping a list. Okay, now some other drama about hair paint. She takes one of the parking things home. I have to send somebody home, an hour away to go get it because it's a very tight Beverly Hills parking spot. Oh my God.
The police. There was one point we were shooting late at night, about 2 in the morning, and she decided to go around and tell the main cast and all the crew that it was likely that I and my wife and probably the cameraman were going to be arrested because when stuff like that happens late at night in Beverly Hills, the police usually come and they don't care what you're doing, they just arrest you. So everyone is like going crazy.
So I have our attorney, who is the best indie attorney. She's a power attorney, and she represents women in film, Film Independent, the International Documentary Association. I said, could you come on set tomorrow? And she shows up on set, really uplifting. She's just the cutest, most upbeat chick. And she comes with desserts and beverages. She originated that, and she's just very uplifting, just to check it out. And then she takes me in the back room. She goes, get rid of her. Give her a new contract, pay her cash, get her out of here. I went, okay. So end of day, I've gone to the bank, I've gotten cash, I pay her cash, and I'm like, it doesn't look like we're gonna need you anymore. I don't think we're gonna do any further makeup. And I've gotten cash for you, here's your new contract, we're good to go. She goes, are you sure? I'm like, we're good. Done. Bam. And we have survived this enemy of the set because this chick was literally gonna rip us apart if we kept her on set. And did I learn? And what I learned is, on the front end, have your human resources skills in with eyes the size of the softball, which is watch what you're hiring. And I have never learned more because one of the key things she said is, remember on the distribution?
Oh yeah.
Circling back to distribution. That was the purpose of this.
You won't get distribution. Most indie filmmakers never get distribution. Most indie filmmakers don't even finish their film. And my response to her was, see ya. I wouldn't want to be ya.
This film screened in one film festival and got immediate distribution.
the distributor didn't even come to that particular film festival. I had put my film up on a platform in Paris. I forget the exact name of the platform, but I can tell you if anyone wants to reach out to me. It's a platform for distributors to see, and they had seen it on this platform, and they offered me distribution separately from that film festival. They basically reached out to me, and you really can't guarantee anything in this business, but they all but guaranteed, based on what they saw and what the connections they had, what they could do for the film. And since that time, they've gotten me North American distribution, Latin American distribution, Mexico distribution, UK distribution, Ireland distribution, and they're working on a new deal with YouTube. There's a certain thing on YouTube where you can actually make a lot of money on YouTube. They actually figured that some people make more money on YouTube than they do on Tubi. They also got